Omanut. It's your Morale Omanut, Ava. So nice to be with you this week. And this week, we Jewish people are celebrating Lag BaOmer. So we are still counting the Omer period, the 49 days between Pesach and Shavuot. But Lag BaOmer is the 33rd day of the Omer, so kind of in the middle, second half end. But it's a special holiday. According to Jewish mystical traditions, Lag BaOmer is the wedding between heaven and earth. This holiday comes 17 days before Shavuot, which is the receiving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. It's revelation. Jews celebrate Lag BaOmer by cutting their hair, having bonfires, also having weddings. So Lag BaOmer is about linking. It's about linking heaven to earth, human to divine or sacred or spirit. It's about linking one person to another. Like the rain and the water that comes from heaven, Lag BaOmer reminds us of the unseen cycle of which we are all a part of. So for this holiday, having to do with linking heaven and earth, we are going to be making an art project that also links heaven and earth. And this art form is a mobile. So a mobile is an art construction where the elements float freely in space and you can see them and view them from all directions. They're literally hanging between heaven and earth. The first thing we're gonna wanna do is choose a theme. These are the themes that I could think of. Yitro, which is the receiving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. There was a mountain, there was a thick cloud, there was fire and smoke. There were the 10 commandments on 2 tablets. There was lightning, a shofar blasting. God talks about bringing us out of Egypt on eagle's wings. Between heaven and earth is another theme. So I decided to draw different pollinators, hummingbirds, bees, bats, and butterflies, and their flowers. A sun, a rainbow, a kite, rain. Also a wedding. So in a Jewish wedding, we break the glass. We have rings, we have a chuppah, which is like a canopy. We have a cake, we have flowers and love. We get hoisted onto a chair by our loved ones. It's in the desert. During the wilderness, manna fell from the sky. Miriam's well would pop up. We had oxen, we had tents, we had clouds protecting us. There was a lot of sunlight and there were maybe palm trees, right? After choosing your theme or your unifying idea, make 3 or more related figures for your mobile. The figures should be large enough to be seen when hanging, but not too large so that they sag. And at least one of the figures needs to be wide enough to allow some of the figures to hang from it. For example, the eagle's wings are outstretched so that the figures can hang from each side without becoming tangled up in each other. Since the movement of the mobile will make both sides of the figures visible, make sure the backs are also done. They don't have to be exactly the same on front to back. So I have the front of my eagle and then the back of my eagle. I don't have the face of the eagle on both sides. Make sure to include some details on both sides. You can do this by cutting out paper or drawing them on. When attaching 2 pieces of paper together, don't forget to apply the glue to the smaller piece and press it onto the larger piece. And if you get sticky fingers, you can wipe them with a wet sponge. So for this next step, we're going to need scissors, tape, and fishing line. So arrange the figures on a flat surface, making sure that the figures don't touch each other. You'll be working from the bottom of the mobile up. So we're going to start with the bottom figures, find the balance points of them, The balance point is the point on each figure where it hangs straight. So to find the balance point, you hold it loosely between the very tips of your 2 fingers until you find the point where it hangs straight and doesn't tilt. Tape the fishing line to the back of them and then attach the next row up to each of them, finding the balance points and taping the fishing line on. As each attachment is made, be sure that it hangs straight and can turn freely in the air. Attach the longer piece of fishing line to the top of the mobile so it can hang from a ceiling or a doorway. It helps if you have an extra pair of hands. One person can hold the top fishing line while the figures are being adjusted. If you don't have someone around to help you, you can tape the mobile to something like a doorway so that it hangs freely and you have your hands free. If any parts of the completed mobile tips to one side, you can adjust the balance point by taking off the tape and putting it back on. You can also rearrange the figures or add a figure to the shorter, lighter side. Okay, my friends, I hope you have fun with this project. I can't wait to see your mobiles. Be sure to upload them to our shared photo album. Okay, bye. See you next time. להתראות. There's a second